Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Punishka Tutorials. In previous videos of rational numbers, we have seen the basics of rational number, how to represent a rational number in a standard form or how to represent a rational number on a number line. Then we have learned about the addition, subtraction and multiplication of rational numbers along with their properties. Today we will learn about the division of rational numbers and the properties of division of rational numbers. So let's begin. Before going through the concepts of division of rational numbers, we need to know few things. First is multiplicative inverse. Okay, the multiplicative inverse of a number is a number that nullifies the impact of the number to identify 1. Okay, this means that the multiplicative inverse of a number is a number by which the multiplication results in 1. That is, number B is multiplicative inverse of a number A if A into B is equal to 1. Suppose there are two rational numbers such that A into B is 1, okay, where A and B are rational numbers and the product of both these rational numbers are 1, then we say that B is multiplicative inverse of rational number A. Another term for multiplicative inverse is reciprocal. We say that B is reciprocal of A if the product of both the rational numbers A and B is 1. Now how do you find the reciprocal of a rational number? Okay, to get the reciprocal of a rational number, simply swap or interchange the roles of the numerator and denominator. You may say that we just turn the original fraction upside down. This means that if a number is in the form of A upon B, then the numerator of the original number will become the denominator of the reciprocal and the denominator of the original number will become the numerator of the reciprocal. In short, we just interchange the position of the numerator and denominator. If the original number is in the form of A and B, A is the numerator, so the numerator will become denominator of the reciprocal and the denominator of the original number will become the numerator of the reciprocal. Okay, we will just swap the number, we will write the number upside down. Let's take one example. Suppose we have a rational number 1 upon 3, then to find its reciprocal, we will interchange the positions of numerator and denominator. 3 will go up and 1 will come down. So numerator will become denominator, denominator will become the numerator. So if the product of these two numbers is equal to 1, we say that the rational number A and rational number B are multiplicative inverse of each other. B is multiplicative inverse of A and A is multiplicative inverse of B. Let's take some more example. If we have a number 8, if nothing is mentioned below the number or numerator, this means that in the denominator we have the number 1. So 8 can be written in the form of 8 upon 1. When we interchange the position of numerator and denominator, we get the reciprocal of 8 as 1 upon 8. Similarly, the reciprocal of 8 is 1 upon 8 and vice versa is also true. The reciprocal of 1 upon 8 will be the whole number 8. Reciprocal of 6 upon 1 will be 1 upon 6. 6 will go down, 1 will go up. So the reciprocal of 6 becomes 1 upon 6. Reciprocal of 4 upon 3 will become 3 will go up, 4 will come down. So the reciprocal of 4 upon 3 will be 3 upon 4. We have interchanged the position of the numerator and denominator. So the reciprocal of 4 upon 3 is 3 upon 4. You can say that the reciprocal of A upon B is B upon A. Reciprocal of 5 is 1 upon 5. Reciprocal of 3 upon 4 is 4 upon 3. Suppose there is a negative number, okay, negative rational number. In that case, we will find the reciprocal or the multiplicative inverse in such a way that both the rational numbers are multiplied together. We get the product as 1. Multiplicative inverse of minus 1 upon 7 is minus 7 upon 1. We have to keep few more things in mind. Multiplicative inverse of 0 is not defined. Okay, we cannot write any number with the denominator as 0, because in a rational number the denominator can never be 0, because rational number is always in the form of p upon q, where q is not equal to 0. The numerator may be 0, but the denominator can never be 0. The multiplicative inverse of 1 is 1 itself. Okay, the number 1 is the only rational number with the multiplicative inverse as the number itself. Also, when we say minus a upon b, it is equal to a upon minus b or minus a upon b. All these three rational numbers represent the same number. We can write minus a upon b as a upon minus b also, and which is equal to minus of a upon b. Also, minus a upon minus b or minus of minus a upon b or minus of a upon minus b is equal to a upon b. All these four rational numbers represent the same rational number a upon b. Now let us start the division of rational numbers. Whenever there is a sum given in which we have to divide one rational number by the other rational number, we have to follow certain steps. The first step says, write an equation with a rational number represented as fractions. Okay, this means that you have to write the number, the operation in terms of fractions, like in the form a upon b divided by c upon d. Then find the reciprocal of the second rational number by reversing the numerator and denominator. Now in the second step, you have to write the first number as it is. First rational number will be written in the same way, and the second number we will find its reciprocal, and we will write the reciprocal of the second rational number in place of the second rational number. Okay, and then we will change the sign from division to multiplication. This means that when a upon b is divided by c upon d, this is equal to a upon b into the reciprocal of the second rational number. Then we will multiply the first fraction by the reciprocal of the second fraction. In this step, we have multiplied the first rational number with the reciprocal of the second fraction. Then the product obtained is a into d upon b into c. In this, we have to reduce the final fraction to the lowest common denominator by dividing the numerator and denominator by the greatest common factor. Whatever product we obtain in the last step, we have to make sure that it is always in its standard form. We have to cancel all common factors. Let us see some examples. Our first sum is 27 upon 14 divided by 8 upon 3. We will write the first rational number as it is, that is 27 upon 14, and we will change the sign of division to multiplication. Now we will multiply the first rational number to the reciprocal of the second rational number. Reciprocal of 8 upon 3 will be 3 upon 8. Okay, now we will multiply the first rational number with the reciprocal 3 upon 8. 27 into 3 upon 14 into 8. As we can see that there are no common factors, we cannot cancel any common factor in this. We will simply multiply the numerator part and we will multiply the denominator part. So this is equal to 81 upon 112. Our second example is minus 4 upon 13 divided by 4 upon 13. We will follow the same steps. We will write the first rational number as it is. So the first rational number is minus 4 upon 13. Then we will change the division sign to multiplication. Now we will multiply the first rational number with the reciprocal of the second rational number. The reciprocal of 4 upon 13 is 13 upon 4. This can be written as minus 4 into 13 upon 13 into 4. 13 into 4. Now we can see that there is a common factor 13 in the numerator as well as in the denominator. We will divide both the numerator and denominator with the common factor 13, or we will cancel 13 and 13. Also we have a common factor 4 in the numerator and denominator. We will cancel 4 also. 4 ones are 4, 4 minus 1s are minus 4, 13 ones are 13, 13 ones are 13. So the product obtained is minus 1. Let us see one more example. Suppose we have to divide 1 upon 8 by 3 upon 5. We will write the first rational number as it is, 1 upon 8 into the reciprocal of the second rational number is 5 upon 3. 3 upon 5 is the rational number. We will write the reciprocal 5 upon 3. Then we will multiply. This is equal to 1 into 5 upon 8 into 3. There are no common factors which we can cancel it. So we will write the product of the numerator, that is 5 into 1 is 5, and the product of the denominator, which is 8 into 3, is equal to 24. If the question is given in terms of mixed fraction, that time we will first convert these mixed fractions into improper fractions, and then we will do the division process. 2 1 upon 3 can be written as 7 upon 3. 3 into 2 plus 1 upon 3, which is equal to 7 upon 3, divided by 3 1 upon 2, which is equal to 2 into 3 plus 1 upon 2, that is 7 upon 2. So our sum becomes 7 upon 3 divided by 7 upon 2, which is equal to 7 upon 3. We will write the first rational number as it is. We will change the sign of division to multiplication. Then in place of the second rational number, we will write the reciprocal of the second rational number. So the sum becomes 7 upon 3 into 2 upon 7. As we can see, there is a common factor 7. We will cancel 7. Okay, and the product which is obtained is 2 upon 3, which is already in its standard form. Now let us see the properties of division of rational numbers. First one is closure property. For any two rational numbers a and b, a divided by b is also a rational number. Whenever we perform division operation on two rational numbers, okay, whenever we have two rational numbers a and b, and when we do a divided by b, the answer which we get is always a rational number. Example, if we are dividing minus 2 upon 5 by 1 upon 4, okay, we will write the first rational number as it is, minus 2 upon 5 into reciprocal of the second rational number, which is 4 upon 1. Minus 2 upon 5 into 4 upon 1, which is equal to minus 8 upon 5, or minus 1 3 upon 5. This is also a rational number. The result is a rational number. Okay. For any rational number a divided by 0 is not defined. We cannot divide any rational number, or we cannot divide any number by 0. Division by 0 is not defined. So the rational numbers are not closed under division, but if we exclude the number 0, okay, then all the rational numbers are closed under division. This is closure property of division. Next is commutative property. For any two rational numbers a and b, a divided by b is not equal to b divided by a. Suppose there are two rational numbers 5 upon 3 and 1 upon 4. If we do a divided by b, 5 upon 3 divided by 1 upon 4. We get answer as 5 upon 3 into 4 upon 1, which is equal to 20 upon 3. When we divide 5 upon 3 by 1 upon 4, we get answer as 20 upon 3. But when we divide the second rational number by the first rational number, that is 1 upon 4 divided by 5 upon 3, then the answer will be 1 upon 4 into 3 upon 5, which is equal to 3 upon 20. Okay, when we divide 1 upon 4 by 5 upon 3, we get the answer as 3 upon 20. Both the answer are not same. So for any two rational numbers a and b, a divided by b is not equal to b divided by a. But in fact, if there are two rational numbers in the form x and y, then x divided by y is equal to 1 upon y divided by x. So a divided by b will be equal to 1 upon b divided by a. Okay, so this is commutative property of division, and we can conclude that by this example we see that the expressions on both the sides are not equal. So division is not commutative for rational numbers. Next is associative property. Division of rational numbers is not associative. That is, if a upon b, c upon d, e upon f are rational numbers such that c upon d is not equal to 0 and e upon f is also not equal to 0, then a upon b divided by c upon d plus e upon f is not equal to a upon b plus c upon d the whole divided by e upon f. Example, if you are taking three rational number as 1 divided by 2 divided by 3, then if we make group of first two rational numbers together, 1 divided by 2 is half divided by 3 is 1 upon 6. Okay, but when we group the second and third rational number together and perform the process, 1 divided by 2 divided by 3 is equal to 1 divided by 2 upon 3, which is equal to 3 upon 2. Both the result are not same. So the division of rational number is not associative. A next property is distributive property. For any three non-zero rational numbers x, y and z, x divided by y plus z is not equal to x divided by y plus x divided by z. Okay, that is, distributive property does not hold true for division. Let us take one example to understand this property. If we have three rational numbers, x is equal to 2 upon 5, y is equal to minus 3 upon 10, z is equal to 4 upon 15, then we have to prove that x divided by y plus z, okay, is not equal to x plus y divided by x plus z. We have to prove that x divided by y plus z is not equal to x divided by y plus x divided by z. On the LHS we have x divided by y plus z. We will substitute the values of x, y and z. 2 upon 5 divided by the sum of minus 3 upon 10 and 4 upon 15. When we add these two rational numbers, we get the sum as minus 1 upon 30. Then we will do 2 upon 5 divided by minus 1 upon 30, which is equal to 2 upon 5 into 30 upon minus 1, which is equal to minus 2 into 6 equal to minus 12. So when we do x divided by y plus z, when we group second and third rational number and we divide the first rational number by the sum of second and third rational number, we got the answer as minus 12. When we expand the bracket, we got the value as x divided by y plus x divided by z. Okay, we will substitute the value of x, y and z. This becomes 2 upon 5 divided by minus 3 upon 10 plus 2 upon 5 divided by 4 upon 15, which is equal to 2 upon 5 into 10 upon minus 3 plus 2 upon 5 into 15 upon 4. After solving this sum, we got the answer as 1 upon 6. Minus 12 is not equal to 1 upon 6. This shows that x divided by y plus z is not equal to x divided by y plus x divided by z. That means distributive property does not hold true for division. Our next property is, for every rational number a upon b, we have a upon b divided by 1 is equal to a upon b. When a rational number is divided by 1, the quotient obtained is the same rational number. Okay, whenever we divide any rational number by 1, we get the same rational number as the quotient. Example, 5 upon 8 divided by 1 is equal to 5 upon 8 into 1, which is equal to 5 upon 8, minus 4 upon 9 divided by 1 is equal to minus 4 upon 9 into 1 upon 1, which is equal to minus 4 upon 9. 5 upon minus 2 divided by 1 is equal to 5 upon minus 2 into 1 upon 1, which is equal to 5 upon minus 2. So whenever we divide any rational number by the number 1, we get the same rational number as the quotient. For any non-zero rational number a upon b, we have a upon b divided by a upon b is equal to 1. When a rational number, a non-zero rational number is divided by the same rational number, the quotient is always 1. Example, 4 upon 7 divided by 4 upon 7 divided by 4 upon 7 is equal to 4 upon 7 into 7 upon 4. Okay, we will cancel the common factors. 4 gets cancelled, 7 also gets cancelled, which is equal to 1. 3 upon minus 2 divided by 3 upon minus 2 is equal to 3 upon minus 2 into minus 2 upon 3, which is equal to 3 into minus 2 upon minus 2 into 3. That is equal to minus 6 upon minus 6, which is equal to 1. When we divide any rational number, any non-zero rational number by the same rational number, the quotient is always 1. Next property, if x, y and z are three rational numbers, then x plus y divided by z is equal to x divided by z plus y divided by z, and x minus y divided by z is equal to x divided by z minus y divided by z. Let us take one example. If we have three rational number minus 2 upon 3 as x, y is equal to 5 upon 9 and z is equal to minus 1 upon 6, then first we will prove x plus y divided by z is equal to x divided by z plus y divided by z. LHS is equal to x plus y divided by z. We will group the first two rational number. We will find out its sum. So minus 2 upon 3 plus 5 upon 9. The sum is minus 1 upon 9. Now this rational number, this sum we will divide it by minus 1 upon 6. The third rational number. We will get the answer as 2 upon 3. Now on the RHS we have x divided by z plus y divided by z. We will solve it further. We will replace the value of each variable. Minus 2 upon 3 divided by minus 1 upon 6 plus 5 upon 9 divided by minus 1 upon 6. After performing the division, the answer which we get is 4 minus 5 into 2 upon 3, which is equal to 4 minus 10 upon 3. Okay, which is equal to, we will make the denominator common, 12 minus 10 upon 3. Now we got the answer as 2 upon 3. In both the cases the result is same. So we can say that x plus y divided by z is equal to x divided by z plus y divided by z. In the same way we can Prove x minus y divided by z is equal to x divided by z minus y divided by z. Let us prove this also. On the LHS we have x minus y divided by z. We will substitute the values of the variable. Minus 2 upon 3 minus 5 upon 9 divided by minus 1 upon 6. The difference we get is minus 11 upon 9. Okay, we will divide this by minus 1 upon 6. Minus 11 upon 9 into the reciprocal of the third rational number, which is equal to minus 11 upon 9 into 6 upon minus 1. The answer obtained is 22 upon 3. On the RHS we have x divided by z minus y divided by z. When we perform x divided by z after substituting the values of the variable, we get the quotient as 4 upon 1. After the division of 5 upon 9 divided by minus 1 upon 6, the quotient obtained is 10 upon 3. 4 upon 1 plus 10 upon 3 is equal to 22 upon 3. In both the cases, the result obtained is same. So, we can say that x minus y divided by z is equal to x divided by z minus y divided by z. These were the properties of division of rational number. We have a list of practice questions which you can solve it. In case of any doubt, you can comment it in the comment section. If you like our video, then please click on the like button, share our video and don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you.